Start with questions.
Legend.
Not quite.
Legend too, yes.
I got to hang out with those guys. How's everybody doing?
Good. How are you?
Good, thank you.
I know a lot of work goes into this over the course of the year. What has it been like to get the input from Penn State football and Penn State football players as they get ready for this?
I think that's the best part of it. You know, every year you get new chapter leaders that kind of put their own little style behind it, and they have different ways of doing things. So getting to work with Landon and Nick has been a lot of fun, and you know, I've had the privilege of working with some incredible guys over the past few years, from Trace to Cabinda to Ryan Bates and Gonzalez, and now you know these guys just as quality individuals, but have a different way of doing things, right? So they have a little fun with it, a different way than the other guys would. So every year feels a little bit different, but it's all for the same great cause, and they buy into what they can do to help people with rare diseases. And it's fun for me to be a part of.
What does it mean for this to now be in the 20th year?
It's pretty incredible. I think the biggest thing for me thinking about that is, you know, when I walked on campus in 2006, it was still kind of like Lift for Life. It hadn't really grown up lifting athletes yet. But from that day forward, like Penn State, the community has just embraced uplifting athletes and Lift for Life and the football team and what they're doing. And it wouldn't be possible to get to 20 years without people like you and people like the State College community to buy in and really support the football team and their efforts. So I think it's about the community. It's about coming together to support this cause. And you know, I was in a conference recently, and they were talking about how many nonprofits don't make it, and how the success rate of them for longevity isn't really there. And especially with the pandemic, how many nonprofits closed. But just a testament to the passion that these guys have for the cause, the support the community shows for them. To be 20 years, that's really impressive, and I'm proud to be a part of it.
You've gone through multiple strength coaches who have kind of led this thing up. Can you just talk about what everybody carrying that baton from JT, you know, up now, what that's kind of meant to you, seeing everybody embrace it?
Yeah, it's pretty special. I think, you know, we're fortunate now to work at, you know, 35 different schools, you know, starting here at Penn State and then getting to branch out like that. It's always fun to get a new, fresh look on things. And, you know, when Coach Losey came in and took over, he had already kind of been a part of it and felt it a little bit and knew what it was like. But when a new strength coach comes in and like you're unsure of what they're going to think of it, because this is their domain, right? The lifting and working out is their domain. But you know, Coach Losey's been incredible. I got to talk with him last year, and you know, he gets it, understands what it's all about, and you know, he's able to put his little wrinkle on things compared to like what his training program looks like in the off season to get the guys ready and put it on display. But you know, I think we were just talking with AZ about what the Lift for Life was like in early days, right? It was like an 11 event challenge. Things were worked to failure, and it was all day. I think like Lift for Life started at 1 o'clock, and we didn't wrap up here until like 7 o'clock. And you know, you put those 4-person groups through, and they do that workout. So I think the style has changed, but if you look across the country at the Lift for Lives that are going on, they're all a little bit different. So it's fun to see the different strength coaches have their imprint on it.
With this one in particular, would you like to see some of the younger guys get a crack at going through the old school Lift for Life? I know rules probably, workout limitations probably prevent going insane like you guys used to, but how fun would that be?
Oh, I think what they do is awesome. You know, it's just different where that was just a different time, different type of workout, like you said, but they're doing the same stuff. That's just not on display for the Lift for Life, I guess I would say. And it's also about making it something that the fans can enjoy and be a part of. And I think that's something we've tried to do and adapt over the years, because a lot of people come out and support it and want to see kind of the things that are going on behind the scenes and the way we're going to put it on display. So it's really also a combination of what's fun for people to watch.
You mentioned working with Landon and Nick to help organize this year. What was it like working with those two guys and them stepping into this role?
For me, the most special part is, you know, last week the State College Spikes host what we call an uplifting experience. So there was 8 families in the State College area that are impacted by rare diseases that got to go to the game, got incredible treatment from the Spikes, and you know, a dozen of the guys in the football team got to come over. And it's Landon and Nick that inspire those guys to come and help and be a part of it. They have to tell their teammates what it means to be a part of uplifting athletes and what it means to help people that are impacted by rare diseases, and to see a dozen guys come over and be excited to meet the families and learn about what they're doing and what they can help with. That I think, to me, the connection, the deeper connection, more than just, you know, this is fun and everything. They're working out and doing those things all day, every day anyway. But to take it one step further and to care immensely about the community that they're serving and the money that they're raising going towards the research, and us being able to put together those uplifting experiences for families, that's what I get the most pride in, is seeing guys like Nick and Landon buying in, getting it, and really understanding that it's for those families and the people that need that help.
As
Does it become generational? I mean, considering the longevity, some of those kids 15 to 20 years ago now have kids of their own. I mean, is that something that you're able to tap into now within this community?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's pretty cool how Jason Kabinda's back this weekend, and he was a chapter leader. And talking with Nick and Landon, they talk about when Jason was a chapter leader, and there are families that have been connected through the community here with the team and what they're doing. That like when I was in college are still like they were at the baseball game last week, right? So they're coming back year in and year out. The families feel so supported by this team and this community. It's one of those things that I've been doing this for a number of years now, and you constantly hear from people that are affected by rare diseases that it's a common theme to feel hopeless or alone, or you're getting this diagnosis you don't know much about and you don't know what to do. But it's reassuring to these families to constantly year in and year out have that kind of support and know that 120 guys are in this battle with them, or they're going to be by their side. So that has such a big impact on people that are here, but also people that they might not get to meet.
Any more questions for Brett? All right.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you being here today and covering this.